These are the senior mini dwarfs, I believe. Here we go, green. Mini dwarfs nonetheless. Green flags out.
And we go pouring into turn number 1 and 2. Well, how about the number 29 car, Tommy? Trenton Millard.
I'm sorry, I was watching the three-wide.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to tell you who's leading the
Way
race.
out front, Millard is, by the way.
Yeah, he is second place right now, being held by the number 13 of Jerry Flipper, the number 14. Kalen Baker, recognize that number?
Yeah, and the name.
Oh, yeah, everything. Big battle for the 4th spot. They go side by side. That's number 26 of Matthew Schweikart. And trouble with your leader. What did you do, Tommy?
GPS just did not tell him where to go.
Apparently not. Apparently not. The number 20 battling with the 26.
Oh, now you're second leader.
What is going on?
Don't be a leader in this race.
Don't do it.
I'm sorry, Baker.
Oh, man, the 20. You see, you're battling it out as the caution comes out because of number 11. Is that 11 or 11J?
That's Chad Johnson, Jeffrey.
No, that's Cody Johnson.
Chad Johnson shrunk in the sunlight.
I can't hear.
These are the senior mini dwarfs, I believe. Here we go, green. Mini dwarfs nonetheless. Green flags out.
And we go pouring into turn number 1 and 2. Well, how about the number 29 car, Tommy? Trenton Millard.
I'm sorry, I was watching the three-wide.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to tell you who's leading the
Way
race.
out front, Millard is, by the way.
Yeah, he is second place right now, being held by the number 13 of Jerry Flipper, the number 14. Kalen Baker, recognize that number?
Yeah, and the name.
Oh, yeah, everything. Big battle for the 4th spot. They go side by side. That's number 26 of Matthew Schweikart. And trouble with your leader. What did you do, Tommy?
GPS just did not tell him where to go.
Apparently not. Apparently not. The number 20 battling with the 26.
Oh, now you're second leader.
What is going on?
Don't be a leader in this race.
Don't do it.
I'm sorry, Baker.
Oh, man, the 20. You see, you're battling it out as the caution comes out because of number 11. Is that 11 or 11J?
That's Chad Johnson, Jeffrey.
No, that's Cody Johnson.
Chad Johnson shrunk in the sunlight.
I can't hear.
All right, we'll be back. These are the senior mini dwarfs, I believe. Here we go, green. Mini dwarfs nonetheless. Green flags out.
And we go pouring into turn number 1 and 2. Well, how about the number 29 car?
I'm sorry, I was watching the three-wide.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to tell you who's leading the
Way
race.
out front, Millard is, by the way.
Yeah, he is second place right now, being held by the number 13 of Jerry Flipper, the number 14. Kalen Baker, recognize that number?
Yeah, and the name.
Oh, yeah, everything. Big battle for the 4th spot. They go side by side. That's number 26 of Matthew Schweikart. What did you do, Tommy?
GPS just did not tell him where to go.
Apparently not. Apparently not. The number 20 battling with the 26.
Oh, now you're second leader.
What is going on?
Don't be a leader in this race.
Don't do it.
I'm sorry, Baker.
Oh, man, the 20. You see, you're battling it out as the caution comes out because of number 11. Is that 11 or 11J?
That's Chad Johnson, Jeffrey.
No, that's Cody Johnson.
Chad Johnson shrunk in the... Here we go for the restart. On the front row, it's Greg Pursley and his mini dwarf.
And Greg Pursley, right?
Yeah, Greg
Pursley.
Pursley.
Tommy, I am almost through the starting lineup here.
Okay, continue.
The number 71, Leila Brogdon. There you go.
David Hayes Racing would appreciate the Greg Pursley reference. 2004 NASCAR wheeling for the restart. On the front row, it's Greg Pursley and his mini dwarf.
And Greg Pursley, right?
Yeah, Greg Pursley.
Tommy, I am almost through the starting lineup here.
Okay, continue.
The number 71, Leila Brogdon. There you go.
David Hayes Racing would appreciate the Greg Pursley reference. 2004 NASCAR Wheeling All-American Series Regional Champion.
Well, hello.
At Irwindale Speedway.
Green flag in the air. And watch out, 3 wide going into the first turn. Well, there, it was good to be the leader.
Yeah, I guess so.
See that? Couple cars getting connected. Schweikart and Johnson in the 20.
Champion.
Well, hello.
At Irwindale Speedway.
Green flag in the air. And watch out, 3 wide going into the first turn. Well, there, it was good to be the leader.
Yeah, I guess so.
See that? Couple cars getting connected. Schweikart and Johnson in the 20. Green flag for Flipper. And the number 13 machine hold on to lead. 26 Schweikart going way wide in the 20 following through. How about Brogdon moving into the second spot in the number 71. Baker now holding the third spot, trying to hold off Schweikart. Oh man,
here we
battle
go.
For third. Oh man.
Stuck on the berm.
We're dirt. Oh, the Baker's taking out all the cones.
Poor cone.
Man, oh man. Baker battling hard with Schweikart still. Green flag for Flipper. And the number 13 machine hold on to lead. 26 Schweikart going way wide in the 20 following through. How about Brogdon moving into the second spot in the number 71. Baker now holding the third spot, trying to hold off Schweikart. Oh man,
here we
battle
go.
For third. Oh man.
Stuck on the berm.
We're dirt. Oh, the Baker's taking out all the cones.
Poor cone.
Man, oh man. Baker battling hard with Schweikart still. Checkered's going to go to Flipper in the number 13. Brogdon in the 71. And third place finisher of Steven Johnson. In Brogdon in the 71. And third place finisher of...
Here we go, another mini dwarf heat race number 2. Smoking Joe Snyder out front. Miller. What's so funny there?
He's 2 hours and 52 minutes away.
Jeffrey's looking on a map right now, distracting me. But this race is very distracting. What a run by the 38 into the corner. Unfortunately, not able to get around. Sylvester in the 38. Riley Miller. Simpkins. White flag. A very clean race for Snyder. You can definitely tell he's a senior out here. This race definitely cleaner than the first heat race. Snyder coming out of turn 4, checkered in the heat race. Sneckett, Balcazar, and Sylvester. It's number 3, McCaslin. Great start going into turn number 1. Oh, a little contact for the lead. We keep them going.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back from Rite Aid in just a little bit when I get my ear things. Tommy, take it away.
Jeffrey's gonna go get some headphones, so sorry about that public service announcement by him. He might have blown up some speakers. Lap traffic. Oh, contact. See if they have headphones downstairs. See if they have headphones downstairs.
Second place, Andrew also.
So I think something happened in the first race. Everybody went wild. The last 2 heat races have been very clean. Checkered flag out in the 3rd heat. And 21 showing off.
Now that is Kingston Sylvester in the 38S machine.
Younger brother, and of course, coming up second is the white 55 car, battling into turn number 4. That's Braden Papillon.
Then we pick up a beautifully prepared number 76 for Chloe Jones.
The 19B of Danny Thompson.
And the 39 car of Brandon Leisner.
Leisner bringing up the back. Got a fully down to turn number 3.
Chloe Jones drove it deep into turn number 3 to the inside of Kingston Sylvester, and she takes over the lead on lap number 2.
Man.
4 to go.
Yeah, that's a beautiful move getting on the low side of turn number 3. No contact as she found room to stick that nose of her car in there deep out of turn 4. It'll be 3 down, 2 to go. 3 to go.
Chloe Jones, a nice job with Devin Jones doing a fantastic work on that number 76 machine. Brand new race car for her this year. Jason Sylvester in the 38S machine, running in second position right now, followed by the 55 car of Brady Papillon. Then it's the 19B. First time out here at the Bakersfield Speedway, Bailey Thompson.
Yeah, a different look on her car, if you will, to set up a high-rise. Looks almost like a delivery truck of yesteryear. White flag, 1 more lap to go.
Well, it kind of has that on the rear quarter panel there, right above it, those wings that kind of come out like on a modified, like on an A-car.
Yeah.
Your winner out of turn number 4, the 76 of Chloe Jones.
Coming up second will be the 38 car, Jason Sylvester.
It looks like third will go to the 19B of Bailey Thompson.
First timer. Now, these are 5 to 8-year-olds. Steve, what were you doing when you were 5 and 8-year-old?
You know, we talked about this before, Mike. I could barely spell my own name. I wasn't very good on a skateboard or a bicycle, and I certainly wasn't driving a race car.
We were on our knees playing marbles or
Hot Wheels.
Yeah, hide-go-seek or something.
I mean, I had race cars, but they were all Hot Wheel race cars. A couple of matchboxes in there.
Yeah, I've got to throw those in. A nice fast track to run on.
You know, the weather's heating up, race fans. Don't forget, it's too cold or too hot. You got to give Holders a shot. Holders Air Conditioning and Heating, and they can set you up with one of their fantastic yearly plans that can save you a lot of money and take care of your heater.
Investment.
Yeah, your heater and your air conditioner. Give Holders a call. They can take care of you. We also want to thank Tapper Jewelers coming on board the end of last season, and man, what a beautiful ring that they prepared for the IMCA champion, and furnished us with, of course, Citizen Eco Drive watches for all of our other divisional champions here at the Bakersfield Speedway. Tapper Jewelers are right there, easy to find, right by the old Stockdale 6 Theater at Stockdale in California.
Yeah, good on original design. Yours or theirs?
Hey, if you can dream it, Tapper Jewelers can make it.
There you go. So getting ready for our second qualifier in the RealFast.tv Junior Mini Dwarf. 7-horse Hondas, no touch motors. Scheduled up on a pole, the black and pink number 11 of Braden Rubel.
Then we pick up the 07 new car design this year. JR doing a fantastic job getting these cars together. That is driver Cale McClinney.
You find the number 10 car of Brylan Ung.
And then you pick up the 8M of McKenna McCaslin.
And I believe that is a straight up number 1 of Kylie Forrester in the number 1 car. We go green.
They're off and running, and here comes the 07 of Cale McClinney side by side with the 11 of Braden Rubel. Rubel's going to lead everybody out of turn number 1 down the back straightaway into turn number 3.
Yeah, a little contact getting out of turn 2, but look out, lap traffic in front, first timer in car number 10, Braylon Ung, will be overhauled, if you will.
Probably the coolest car I've seen, Mike Mosier, in the RealFast.tv Mini Dwarfs is that number 1 machine of Kylie Forrester. And let me tell you, that thing looks like a modified, shrunk down to a Mini Dwarf.
Yes, indeed, and that was their intent, to mimic, if you will, the Open Wheel IMCA modified. Battle for the lead coming out of turn number 2. Here comes Kylie Forrester. Had to get on the binders a little bit to avoid contact with the number 11 of Bryden Rubel.
Bobble by Rubel opens the door for Forrester, and she walks right through it and takes over the lead out of turn number 2. Your new leader is Kylie Forrester.
Kylie Forrester, nice barrel coming out. Look at a spinner. The number 11 car making contact. Braden Rubel on the back side of number 10. Brylan Ung, and both of them get out of service momentarily. We're still on the green, white flag about to come out. flown to Kylie Forrester.
Kylie Forrester going to lead everybody through 1 and 2. She's got about a half-track advantage over the 07 of Cale McClinney, who's running in second, and third right now is the 8M of McKenna McCaslin. There's your winner, the number 1 of Kylie Forrester.
Yeah, good positioning for that one. Got second is the 07 car of Cale McClinney. Then the 8M of RealFast.TV Junior Mini Dwarfs in this heat race. That is the 05 machine of Cade McClinney. He's a hard charger. Let me tell you what, he's no rookie. As a champion, looking to make it 2 in a row in the 05 car, second row inside.
He also won the Santa Maria Speedway Championship in their mini dwarf division, so gathered himself up 2 track championships last season. And we go green with Riley Terry in the 17 T-Guard leading everybody into number 1, as we've got the 48 of Cade Lewis and the 75 of Mason Ratcliffe hooking up out of turn number 4, but we stay green with Riley Terry, your leader, out of turn number 4.
Yeah, no runaway for Terry, though. You see that 07X starting to reel him in. Troy Morris, the third, right there in the hunt. Good RPM run off turn number 2. Takes it 2 wide into 3.
Dexter on the outside of the 17T of Riley Terry, unable to make the pass. Terry doing a fantastic job of blocking the low line, holding his line down the back straightaway into turn number 3.
Lap traffic may come into play as Morris all over the backside of Terry. Best seat in the house right now is the defending track champion, the 05. You know who that is. Y'all know him very well. Cade McClinney.
3 down, 3 to go for heat race number 3 in the RealFast.TV Junior Mini Dwarfs. Riley Terry has led all 4 laps now. 4 down, 2 to go. Troy Morris, the third in the 07X machine, right on his rear bumper as they head into turn 3 and 4 again.
Yeah, Morris definitely can taste the victory here. He's up on that wheel big time, juicing up the spoon, taking it nicely into turn 2.
For the final time down the back straightaway into 3 and 4, out of turn number 4, your winner, the 17T of Riley Terry.
Second, Troy Morris, the third, and then the 05 of Cade McClinney.
On the Bakersfield Speedway, before we get to racing, 28 Motor City Sport Mods here tonight at the Bakersfield Speedway. We will have a B main event in this division.
Oh, big time. A lot of cars, 28 of them. It was our last count in the pits. Wayne Dotson setting the pace with the beast, Marvin Least on the outside front row. Race fans, time to nudge your neighbor, make a friendly wager, see if you can beat your buddy's pick. Who you picking? I'm going with Dotson.
I'm going to go with the 1, 2, 3 of Dylan Cookie Hager. We go green!
Turn number 1, Dotson with the point.
Dotson looking good in that Golden Empire. Lee Sweet up hard into the outside retaining wall to 1 and 2. We keep going now. We go yellow.
Yeah, yellow as the red and white number 25 car smacked the Apex
Budweiser restart.
Get your hairy leg off me.
In the Motor City GMC Sport Mods. Don't forget to visit MotorCityWest.com. We hope you enjoy your $5 off coupons for the Motor City Service Department that every ticket purchase tonight received. They're all lined up and ready to go.
I think the Bug has been waiting for them, the first race of the year for the GM City Sport Mod Division.
Wayne Dotson looking good on the inside. Kind of a quick pace on this restart. The green flag flies and the RPM flies. We're racing here at the Bakersfield Speedway. A better run for Marvin Least in the 23 car. Up on the outside of Dotson as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway to 3. Dotson with the advantage now in the number 74 car.
Jared Swartz is taken around by the 1, 2, 3 car of Cookie Dylan Hager back on the yellow. Still only 1 lap down. We call this our first long play album of the evening.
Yeah, a couple of
Doug Ryan said, let's get it on.
A clean restart. Got to go to this sponsored machine of Wayne Dotson. Here comes Brian Baker in the black 11B car. That Mid-Cal Motorsports sponsored machine moves to the inside of the beast Marvin Least and takes over second position.
Boy, look at Dotson up on the field. Put that in that right rear tire. That's actually hooked up big time right now. And Baker now trying to find a way to get up to him.
Baker doing a fantastic job. His car not quite getting piped up like the 74 of Dotson as he swings her sideways into 3 and 4.
Dotson now with a half straight run over Baker. Marvin Least running third. About a Johnson. Well, you can see that chassis working big time as he gets up on his front. That chassis raises up on the rear, putting that rear pressure down on the forward side out of the corner. Final time down the back straightaway for Wayne Dodson in the Golden Empire. So in Barry Henry's Race Prep, a furniture outlet sponsor machine, and he wins the first Motor City GMC Sport Mod Heat Race of 2013. Brian Baker comes home in second in the 11B car. The Beach Marvin Least is third. And the 123 of Dylan Cookie Hager. 5 of Brenda Kirby. We go green! But it is Ross on turn 2. Good forward fight. Takes the point. Darrell Hood looking at him. West on the outside, running the high line. I mean, he's a ridge runner, keeping it wide open for Darrell Hood on the bottom. He's going to lead lap number 1. 1 down, 7 to go. That's no harm right there. Darrell Hood likes to work off the bottom. He makes the pass to the point. Now battle for third with Piper on the bottom. Piper gets the top of the bottom. Well, the 9J is Jordan Hager in the fight for life of his sponsored machine. Now relinquishes third position to the 28 team of John Piker. Piker now working on the backside of the 4B of Eric Ruff. And then the 40 car. This is way out. That's about 5. 3 down, 5 to go. What a great battle in the top 5 here. Down the back straightaway to turn 3 goes your leader, the number 2 of Dashing Darrell Hood. I believe that next team car is the Brian Kirby's daughter. Fine chain rather, yeah, Brenda Kirby. That is correct assumption there by Motion. Word Kirby and Lady family. As you see the 9 towards the Hurricane Hager, now back to 5th position as the 40 and Nick Steinhauer has now moved up to 4th. This time by will have 6 laps down, 2 laps to go. Darrell Hood pulling that in front fire up there. Now will first off the track. Steinhauer all over the rear bumper of the 28P of John Piker. To the inside goes Steinhauer and it's last by the 28P. The Piker to move up into 3rd. Let me tell you what, that Steinhauer car is on a rail right now. Right flag full. 1 more lap, 4 corners. Darrell Hood. 1 more super on the Bakersfield Speedway. Top 3 go directly to tonight's main event. But Steinhauer's not satisfied with 3rd position. As you win out of turn number 4, Darrell Hood. Oh, Eric Russ will hang on for 2nd by his tire. Steinhauer's 3rd. Those 3 transfer directly to the A main event. All others will have to Speedway. And he's getting into turn number 1. That is a 45 car of Dangerous David Childress with Jeremiah Van Story and Tina McGann. Look on the inside. She may be a quicker car right now. Looking for a move. Boy, they're all glued to the bottom side of the racetrack. But now they're trying to keep it down there. Running that Brad Pounds line into turn number 1. Her car drifts up just a little bit. That's a black 42 machine. Van Story drifts back from Daniel as David Childress. Who's going to lead the first 2 laps of this? He's like yeah, David Childress now in a good half a straightaway lead over Jeremiah, the Bullfrog Van Story. Out of turn number 4. Open it off. David Childress with a lap time of 15.970. That's flying out there as the track really still very, very racy. There was a nose-to-tail battle there for a while from 2nd back to 4th position between Jeremiah Van Story and the 5A car. The 32 is Tina McGowan and the 54 is Ray is looking to race right into 1 and 2. Let me tell you what, David Childress is checked out right now. He is a race car builder. He's got a definite challenging mount for the main event later on here tonight. Working on the back bumper of the 5A machine is Tina McGowan. Short to the inside and Jeremiah Van Story as the laps now begin to wind down. This time by we got trouble on the Vincom number 78 machine. Truck driver Justin Toohey, and we go yellow on lap number 5. A Lone Mart car title restart. Lone Mart restart underway. David.
start, but he bobbles in the apex of 1 and 2. Opens the door for Jeremiah Van Scoy. Van Scoy takes the lead and brings the 32 at Tina McGowan with him.
Yeah, David Schiller's car just fell off the pace. The car twisted a little bit. Still not wide. Nothing wrong with that cover. And on the right side.
No flat tires in Mike. Oh, Tina McGowan nearly loses control and slams into a tractor tire in turn number 2. And that'll bring out caution on lap number 6.
Yeah, Jeremiah Van Scoy finally found a way to get to the point, and he was...
It has been called off by flagman Doug Ryan, as it looks like we've found the spring.
Compliments Dan Shugart. Indications, you see the guys going up there out of turn number 3 against the wall. What appears to be a spring, maybe not. Indications that was pointed by one of our race fans up there. So
yeah, I was going to say, if Dan saw that, he must have had LASIK surgery.
And but hello, here we go, green. Restart.
Your leader, the 54, Brian Puckett, slings her sideways into 1 and 2, followed by Taylor Paddock, who's able to keep pace with him. Steve Streeter in the 1X car falls back by about 7 car lengths. 3 and 4 now with the white flag in the air. One more circuit around the Bakersfield Speedway.
The 1X car, Streeter comes to the side of it there, and not quite on the pace that the other cars. He's not hitting all of the cylinders on that car.
Hey man, with 3 cars here in this heat race, Mike Moser, he's maybe your winner, the 54 of Brian Puckett.
Second is the 1-2-2 of Taylor Paddock.
For Mod Heat Race, we're going to let the professionals handle the announcing from here on out.
Yeah.
That's a very big sarcastic joke. Even the announcers aren't laughing. Green flag out.
Battle for the lead going through turns 3 and 4. The number 20, Bruce Johnson on the outside, getting a bit of a challenge from the 17. That's driven by Brian Terry. Also in the field, the number 117 of Tim Paddock. The 14, driven by Eric Manning. The 09, piloted by Brylan Holder. He's getting some pressure from behind from a guy who has an interesting first number that's kind of hard to read. But that's the number 84G of Kyle Griffith, and rounding out the field, Tommy, the number 21 of Ray Crum.
Not that heat races are never important, but now more so than ever. A B main is in store for tonight, so it's not only a race.
Which is why you see this being invaded in the heat races.
B main tonight, so you got to do well, unless you like to run in the B mains.
Well, you see this battle in the back, also battle for third, more contact in the back. I think these guys are going to end up taking out each other. They're getting the flag, the warning flag, the I'm watching you flag. But let's see if they care. That's Griffith trying to get around the 21 of Crum. Griffith looking low.
Great battle.
Now, there's been a couple additions here to Bakersfield Speedway since we were here for opening night 2 weeks ago, including, Tommy, I don't know if you've talked about the raise. No, not to the workers here as much as they wish there was, but to the wall coming out of turn number 4. There it is. Added over a foot of wall. Make sure no cars go climbing up on the fence. You know, they're just trying to take the same kind of cautionary steps like Daytona.
Maybe Daytona needs to do that next.
Maybe that's the thing. Checkered flag out for the number 20. Bruce Johnson, your winner. Heat race number 1 for the
Miller. Basic a lot, and we go great.
Well, I think there was a debris caution.
I think Carl Letters just threw his bottle out of the race car.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Low Budget TV DVDs here on March 16th. As Baker, with a bit of strategy, throwing the gauntlet here.
Yeah, threw down that styrofoam cup.
I guess
Did
so.
not want the soda.
I don't think so. This is the B main for the senior mini dwarfs. We're transferring 4. 1 is going home.
And that one, as we run, do you like that? 17M, Caden McCaslin. I know Caden does not like what I just said, but anything can happen in a B-man event. We've seen it before.
All right, got to hold on to it with these senior mini dwarfs.
You got Baker in front, Simpkins in the second spot. Battle for the third spot. that would be theoretically on the bubble. So anything can happen right there. If that bubble bursts and McCaslin gets up in there, then it's a race.
You're very correct, actually. Yeah.
And that's one of the things about a B main that you always got to pay attention to is you got to be aware of your surroundings. You don't want to screw yourself up.
No, and you talk about with B mains, it's even if you're the leader, there's pressure because you know one mistake could be the end of your night.
Miller to the inside of the 21 of Johnson. Can Johnson catch up to Miller? You know, they're both actually catching up to Simpkins.
That's right. White flag in the air.
Last
this is not the lap to mess up on.
No, and this could be big if anybody messes up because now we got a battle for the second spot. Miller with an amazing move to the inside. And that 29. Checkered flag out of turn number 4. Your winner of the B main event, the 14 of Kalen Baker.
Looks like.
And Miller. Hey. If you can't win the race, put on the TV show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, first off, I lied. That was not the first heat of the sport mods. But this is the first heat of the modifieds. First off, I had to run away from the track for a little bit.
Yeah, tell them a little bit about your experience.
All right, well, see these right here? See these things? These beautiful attachments?
Okay.
These are what we use to hear each other talk. Otherwise, we're going to be doing this.
I'm sure these guys know and appreciate us wearing headphones.
I hope so. So, what I had to do is I had to run to Rite Aid because the ones I had weren't working. Which we actually also saved the announcers earlier today by giving them a mic. So it just seems a bad day for media.
It's a full circle, ladies and gentlemen.
Now on top of this, on top of all this, Tommy, we were out at Irwindale Speedway earlier today for their open practice session. So we've already had a long day. And yeah, it just didn't cross my mind to bring the good ones. So, for the first heat race of the IMCA Modifieds, Tommy, how about we do a rundown?
Let's do it.
On the front row, the number 1J, Jeff Streeter, and to his outside, the 2J of Justin Schweitzer. Now we work to the inside of row number 2. We have the number
07
of Troy Morris Jr. I know Troy Morris Jr.
On his outside, and the number 24, Holder's heating and air conditioning machine, Roger Holder.
The number 22C, Michael Johnson, and rounding out this field, the number 5L, Cody Laney. A lot of these drivers we've seen at other tracks like Ventura, Paris, Tommy, coming to this track, and it just seems like the bull ring of dirt tracks out here.
You know, it's definitely, and this is no knock on any track, but for some reason this track creates the most exciting racing. And I think you're right. It's purely because of the boring atmosphere, or it could be because of its age.
Maybe
this track's older than NASCAR.
It is.
And in and out.
Green flag is out. Schweitzer to the front.
Not for long.
Streeter battling back. Look at Holder. Where are you going, Holder? I'd like to see this.
This was a quarter mile, then extended to a third mile years ago. Holder trying to make it a 3/8.
That's true. Michael Johnson and Laney contact in the back. Johnson goes around.
He has to go pee.
He slid up in front of the 5L. 5L said, okay, we can play this game. Bumper tag.
Restart.
Green flag out. Justin Schweitzer taking the green flag. Streeter in second. Holder third. Streeter challenging on the inside. That 1J card not ready to give up the battle spot.
The battle of the J's.
The contact of the J's. That's a good point. Which J is better?
We'll find out. It's either one or two.
Streeter really making that inside line work. And I say that like it's a surprise, but sometimes you see cars, especially in the modified division and fast, high-speed divisions, make the outside really work. But Streeter working on the outside, obviously taking the lead. Johnson a little bit swirly in the back, holds on to it. Troy Morris Jr. there in the middle of the field. As you can see, we do not just go leaders. The lady to the inside. This is a battle for fourth. I do not believe there will be a B main for the IMCA Modifieds. The heat races are a little bit less stressful for these guys, but race car drivers don't let down. Challenge for second now. Roger Holder on the 24 closing in on Justin Schweitzer. Tommy, we were walking in the pits earlier and you were talking about how Holder is a closer.
Absolutely. Hang on a second. My headphones are now dying. You might have to go get me some.
We're having such a good day.
Never again are we going to Irwindale Speedway.
No, we're going to quit. Checkered flag coming out. 1J. Jeff Streeter, your winner. After a strong heat race, had to fight back to get to the front. Justin Schweitzer and Roger Holder round out your top 3.
Heat race number 2 for the IMCA Modifieds here at Bakersfield Speedway. On the pole, the number 5W, Larry Wise. On his outside, the prankster himself, the number 4.
You're going to have to explain this.
Joey Antis. I'll explain afterwards.
I think there's some explaining.
The 33A, Billy Wormsbecker. On his outside, the number 97, Jay Marks. Inside row 3, Steve Bowles. And the 51B, last car in this field, Brian Clark. Now,
Tommy,
let's explain the prankster himself.
Yes.
For some reason, his nickname has been the Praying Mantis. I don't know what the backstory of that is, but
it rhymes with Yantis.
Oh, okay. Anyways, we're going to change that tonight because he's now the prankster Joey Antis. I know it doesn't sound anything remotely correct.
The prankstus.
The prankster Joey Antis. Joey Antis played a cruel trick, a very funny cruel trick on Mr. Sweet in the 25 Sport Mod. Jacked the car up just a tad to get the back wheels off the ground under the rear end. We walked by and we're like, he looks like he's getting ready to go, but the car won't be going anywhere. So the friend in the 25 Sweet had no idea the jack was under there, put it in reverse, put it in drive, thought the car was broken. Everybody played along with the trick, then they dropped the jack. He went away. Green flag out, Joey Antis out front. Can the prankster prank on the field tonight and capture a win?
That was a beautiful transition.
Larry Wise in the second spot. J Marks to his outside. Battle for the second spot. Pretty soon they'll have a donut on that butt. And it'll look like they're the toilet seat stuck.
I hope not.
I just wonder how bad it hurt.
To get a donut on your butt?
Yeah. You know, that sounds like one of those drugstores. Great battle for second spot. Wise pitching it in. Marks to the inside.
Really good clean racing. Side-by-side action here. Wise gonna give way to Marks though. Great cars. Pretty tight up front. They have scattering about.
33A Wormsbecker and that purple people leader. Battle for the lead out of turn number 2. Marks had a great run on the inside of Joey Antis. Antis holds the lead. Fantastic. Like you said, these cars are tight. Here comes Mark again. Marks to the inside. There's an S at the end of that name. Did you know that, Tommy? Marks to the lead. Turn number 3. We are on lap number 6.
You know what Marks is doing right now?
What's that?
He's hauling ass.
Well, I knew there would be a time that you'd pull that one out of your white flag out for J Marks. Battle in the back for last place.
Wait a minute.
Bowles and Clark. Clark had a good run on Bowles. Here we go out of turn number 4. J Marks will capture the heat race win. Yantis in the second spot. I like how they just cruise. Okay.
That's sometimes what happens with the computer AI here because you shut it down and there's just no telling.
Wormsbecker, Bowles, and Clark. Raise. Nope, never mind. Guys, never mind. Here's the restart. I guess the start of the restart or the restart of the start. Good out front, Towns, Heckman, the 7-11. Flipping back, Mike Reeves, and Lawson.
Here we go, battle for the lead. Brad Pounds taking it over. We saw a great battle in the modifieds on opening night. Ended with Brad Pounds in the same position he is now. Kyle Heckman now challenging for the top spot. Larry Hood trying to hold on to it. Here comes Heckman. Looks like he's going to have the position down the front straightaway. See if he can do anything with Pounds, but only a handful of laps left. The 88L, a little bit squirrely. That's Jesse Lawson. Holds on to it. That's all that matters. Now, Tommy, do you think they could have put any smaller of a 7 on the 7-Eleven?
You know, maybe if they used the Sharpie. Let's find it.
Good luck.
There. See it?
I will say that totally threw us off the first time that car was here because we're like, who's in the 11? Oh, okay. White flag out, Brad Pounds. Heckman, Hood, Corwin, and Reed. And Lawson. Checkered flag in the air. It's going to be Brad Pounds taking this heat race. Oh, major contact. I don't know if Corwin was leading off because he wasn't planning on catching Hood or what, but Reeves went slamming sideways into Corwin. You can see the damage on the side. I don't know if it got anything in the suspension. They might have hit just right.
It does look like a lot more body work and potential frame damage.
But definite, I mean, that was big contact for what should have been a simple finish.
That frame is shoved in.
Shoot. That was a hard hit. Good.
John Squire will lead you to the first heat race of the California Lightning Sprints.
I wonder if there's a relation with Ken Squire.
Could be.
Here at Daytona.
And on his outside, the 4X machine driven by Steven Lyman. Oh, the 5th. Is that the 24? 24. Damon Arnett. I'm sorry. Did you see him hit that tire? He's thinking he's a monster truck.
I guess so. He got as much air as one of the monster trucks.
Damon trying to catch some air, yeah. Battle for the 4th spot. Not for long.
The 3rd spot.
No. That was a pass for 4th. The leader's way up front.
Oh, see, I'm watching the battle for 2nd.
Jeffrey! Battle for the 2nd spot out of turn number 2. White knuckle number 99 goes to the outside.
I told you!
And the 99, who we do not have a name for, so that car must have just rolled off the trailer.
Oh boy, that 90 car is bouncing like it has some pneumatic stick.
Well, that crazy driver number 90 is not on our sheet as well. So some of these cars must have just pulled up. Though we did see the 90 at Paris out of Speedway last week.
Yes, we did, sir.
The reason why we're at Paris is because we were not here.
I want to throw this out there for people watching the heats and kind of like, wow, this is what they do. This is actually, heat races are a little bit different for us because we know they're going on YouTube. This is kind of our knock the rust off portion of the night, so to speak. In case anyone's wondering, right? Tommy, back me up here.
The 4X machine, I have no idea what you're saying. Steven Lyman, or Lehman, we're going to have to figure that one out. We'll go around and take the checkered flags, but almost get collected with the 54.
You can tell by Tommy's response what I'm talking about. Tommy can't hear me right now.
No, I heard you. I heard you, and you're right. These go on YouTube.
No. I think we've clearly established what's going on here.
Rivalry. No, these go on YouTube, and as you can hear by what I was saying, there's quite a few drivers that we do not have on our sheet.
Which is, yeah, so we're going to hammer that out, figure out what drivers we need to have, because I know Tommy's writing them down.
And now you know that the heat races are kind of a practice session for our main event, because
the main events, I can't really say we take them more seriously, but they definitely come with less bugs. That's all I'm trying to say.
That sounds right.
Race number 2 for the California Lightning Sprints. Now, Tommy mentioned this earlier that we saw these cars out at Paris Auto Speedway. Good race for them, but I would have to say that the most memorable of races was the first time I saw these guys race here. The Bakersfield Speedway. I'm sorry, the mic was falling down. See, I'm telling you, we are low budget.
Butterfingers.
Man, oh man. But anyways, that race was very memorable because, of course, the guy who wins the race was the guy who flipped over on lap 3. Correct? That was exciting. Green flag in the air. The number 29 of Zach Soft's going to lead us into turn 1. Nah, scratch that. This is going to be the 10X of Brian Corso just pulling away from the field, but it's going to get tight. I mentioned the guy who flipped over. He happens to be in this heat race. This is the 21X of Bobby Nicollet. But Bobby's not the guy we saw racing at Paris.
Correct. It was someone else.
I believe
another McNovick.
Yeah. Yes, it was. Battle for second. Looks like it's going to conclude early. The number 2 is an off-honor seat also here. And I'll tell you why. We actually have the full sheet somewhere in one of our phones, so we're going to just break open the phone and find where it is inside. And I have a story for you, Tommy.
Yes.
I mentioned that I had to go get these earbuds.
Yeah.
See that 47 car?
Okay.
Bradley Dillard? Unless I'm mistaken, I believe that's the car that pulled in as I was pulling out.
Wonderful.
No, not like that.
I wonder if Bradley just, like, forgot today was race day.
The red car looks like he might be off the pace. Driven by Alexander Bissett. Yeah, that car's definitely off the pace.
I wonder if that's the goose that laid the golden egg.
You think?
Could be. It says it on the side.
Well, I'm
making a reference to the sponsor.
Well, this looks like it's going to be one of those quiet heat races, probably to the happiness of all drivers in it. The number 10 going to cross the line. Brian Corso, your winner in this heat race for the Lightning Sprints. So we are so close to high budget level right now, you have no idea.
Oh, we're building up. Green flag out for the 3rd California Lightning Sprint heat race. The first 2 going into turn number 1, the 7. Who is your pole sitter? That'd be Jeff Dyer, and the one that's in the lead right now, the 35. What a battle for the 2nd/3rd spot. 35 your leader right now, Dakota Albright. Look out for him tonight. He'll be a strong one. Another strong one to keep your eye on, the winner of Paris Auto Speedway last week that's going on 2 wheels. The number 10, Dan Hilberg. Behind him is the 50, AMCA sponsored machine, Guy Maresh. And rounding out the field, the 33. That is driven by Mike Kotlimski. The one car we do not have a name for is in the 2nd spot, the 72, who seems to be catching up to the lead. So if he wins, how embarrassing on our part. Driver.
Well, we're in Bakersfield, so that's probably an Irwin.
Very good colors on that car. I love the bright and the numbers.
That kind of reminds me of the old street stock out of Mesa Moran, the 72.
I can't remember.
It was yellow though, so this is irrelevant.
He's catching up to Albright. Whoever that 72 is, that could be the great Houdini, for all we know.
Probably.
72S. Usually these race cars on dirt have an S for the last name or the first name or a letter for their name. White flag out. Albright, your leader. Can he hang on? Just a smooth sailing ride, hopefully. Dakota Albright. Albright will take the checkers out of turn number 4. 72S, who we don't have a name for, and running out the top 3, the 7 of Jeff Dyer.